This is the Silver Bullet Investing Channel. We're about to dive into something big, something that could reshape the very fabric of our global economy and political landscape. The BRICS are making moves, and trust me, it's bigger than what we are told from the Western media. We're talking about a coalition that could redefine global power dynamics. We're talking about a global power shift, a potential economic earthquake, the kind that makes Wall Street investors sweat through their Brooks Brothers suits. Imagine the tremors felt across financial markets, the ripples in trade agreements, and the shifts in geopolitical alliances. For those who haven't heard this abbreviation yet, BRICS used to stand for Brazil, Russia, India, China, and South Africa. These countries have been working together to create a counterbalance to Western economic dominance. Big hitters, right? Well, hold on to your hats because the club just got a whole lot more exclusive. These nations have been pooling their resources, sharing technology and strategizing on how to leverage their collective strengths. In 2024, 6 new members joined the party: Saudi Arabia, the United Arab Emirates, Iran, Argentina, Egypt, and Ethiopia. This expansion is not just a numbers game, it's about diversifying the economic and political clout of the group. Now that's what I call a squad. Each country brings its own flavor to the mix, from oil riches to manufacturing muscle. Saudi Arabia and the UAE bring their vast oil reserves, while China continues to be the world's manufacturing powerhouse. India adds its tech-savvy workforce and Russia its vast natural resources. But the big question everyone's asking is, can this expanded BRICS crew actually challenge the old guard, the Western-dominated world order? The stakes are high, and the potential for a new global balance of power is immense. Will they be able to create a new financial system, or perhaps even a new political alliance that rivals NATO? Buckle up, folks, because things are about to get interesting. The world is watching, and the next few years could be a roller coaster ride of economic and political changes. Stay tuned, because this is just the beginning of a new chapter in global history. Okay, let's break down why these new BRICS recruits are such a big deal. The BRICS group, originally consisting of Brazil, Russia, India, China, and South Africa, has always been a powerhouse. But with these new additions, the dynamics are set to change dramatically. First up, we've got the oil kings, Saudi Arabia and the UAE. These nations are not just rich in oil, they are pivotal players in the global energy market. Their economies are heavily reliant on oil exports, and they have some of the largest reserves in the world. These guys practically have black gold running through their veins, and they're not afraid to use it. Their influence on global oil prices is immense, and their entry into BRICS means the group now has a stronger voice in energy discussions. Their addition gives BRICS serious leverage in the global energy market. With Saudi Arabia and the UAE on board, BRICS can now negotiate better terms and have a more significant impact on global energy policies. Next, we've got Iran, a country with a complicated history but undeniable potential. Despite facing numerous sanctions and political challenges, Iran has managed to maintain a robust economy. They've got oil too, plus a strategic location that makes them a key player in the Middle East. The Strait of Hormuz, a vital choke point for global oil shipments, is under their control, giving them significant geopolitical influence. Then there's Argentina, known for its agricultural prowess. This South American nation is a major exporter of soybeans, corn and wheat, making it a crucial player in global food security. They're basically the breadbasket of South America, which comes in handy when you're trying to feed a few billion people. Argentina's agricultural sector is highly developed and its products are in demand worldwide. Egypt, with its control of the Suez Canal, is a trade and logistics superstar. The canal is one of the world's most important waterways, connecting the Mediterranean Sea to the Red Sea and facilitating international trade. And last but not least, we have Ethiopia, a rising star in Africa with a rapidly growing economy. Ethiopia has been making significant strides in infrastructure development and economic reforms, positioning itself as a key player in the region. See the pattern here? Each new member brings something unique to the table, making BRICS a force to be reckoned with. With these new additions, BRICS is not just expanding in numbers, but also in influence, covering critical sectors like energy, agriculture, trade and geopolitics. This expansion is set to reshape the global economic landscape, making BRICS an even more formidable alliance. So, what are the BRICS planning to do with all this newfound power? Well, they've got a pretty ambitious to-do list. First and foremost, they want to reduce their dependence on the US dollar. That's right, they're talking about creating their own international reserve currency, which could shake up the global financial system. Next up, they're focusing on infrastructure development. We're talking roads, railways, ports, the works. They know that to compete in the 21st century, they need to connect their economies and facilitate trade. Russia has proposed a precious metals trade agreement where all the BRICS members will trade with each other bypassing the dollar. Although it will take time to achieve, the resources are available, the infrastructure is being built, and the interest is getting greater and greater. The trade will include all four precious metals: gold, silver, platinum and palladium. The golden ticket. Why BRICS nations as well as other nations are buying gold. Here's something interesting. BRICS nations have been on a gold buying spree lately. No, they are not planning to have a big festival. Although India has its ceremonies, they're buying gold because they see it as a safe haven asset and the only other Tier 1 asset other than the US dollar. Gold is a hedge against inflation and a weakening US dollar, as well as their own currencies. It's like their insurance policy in case things go south with the global economy or more sanctions are introduced. Gold is crucial because it provides stability and trust in times of war and economic uncertainty. The next BRICS financial system is expected to be 40% backed by gold, enhancing its credibility and resilience. This 40% backing will increase demand for gold and continue to drive up its price. Just imagine if all the countries will have to have 40% backing of their own currency in gold. Let's take the US national debt, for example, which is 36 trillion at the moment. If they have to back 40% of that with their official gold reserves 8,133 tons or 286,883,133 ounces, the gold price will need to be $50,194 per ounce. This is not a small number, and the debt will not stop to increase anytime soon. This is why countries like China, Russia, India, Turkey, Brazil, Kazakhstan, Uzbekistan, Saudi Arabia, and the UAE, and others including Egypt, Qatar, Thailand, and Singapore, are buying gold. Even the Western allies such as Germany, Japan, Poland, and Hungary are doing the same thing. I don't think this is a coincidence. What about you? BRICS in 2035. A glimpse into the future. Fast forward to 2035. What does the world look like with a bigger, bolder BRICS on the scene? Well, for starters, the global balance of power has definitely shifted. The BRICS are major players in international affairs, their voices carrying weight in global forums. Economically, they're a force to be reckoned with. Their combined economies are bigger than those of the G7 nations. Their unit of exchange equals or even surpasses the US dollar in international reserves. They've made significant strides in technological innovation, with breakthroughs in areas like artificial intelligence, renewable energy and space exploration. BRICS, challenges and growing pains. Now, before we get ahead of ourselves, let's not forget that the BRICS face some serious challenges. For one, they're a pretty diverse group, with different political systems, economic models and even historical grudges. Keeping this alliance together and working towards common goals is no easy feat. There's also the issue of internal competition. China and India in particular are both vying for regional dominance, which could create tension within the group. And let's not forget about the pushback from the West. The established powers aren't exactly thrilled about the prospect of a multipolar world. They see the BRICS as a threat to their hegemony and are likely to do what they can to undermine their progress. The more the merrier? The big question for global trade. So, what does this BRICS expansion mean for global trade? Well, it has the potential to shake things up. For starters, it could lead to a more diversified global trading system. Right now, much of the world relies on the US dollar for trade, But the BRICS are looking to change that. They're promoting the use of their own currencies and creating alternative payment systems. This could be a good thing for developing countries, giving them more options and reducing their dependence on the West. The bottom line. So, is the BRICS expansion a game changer? The short answer is, it's too early to tell. But one thing's for sure, the world is watching. This alliance has the potential to reshape the global order, but it also faces significant challenges. Will they be able to overcome their differences and achieve their ambitious goals? Will they usher in a new era of multipolarity and cooperation? Or will internal divisions and external pressure prove too much to overcome? Only time will tell. But one thing is for sure, the future just got a whole lot more interesting. Please like, share and subscribe to support this channel.